The Texas woman who walked to Washington to raise awareness about Juneteenth has not hung up her sneakers yet. Miss Opal Lee, known as the grandmother of Juneteenth. She stood right beside President Joe Biden when he signed legislation recognizing Juneteenth as a federal holiday on June 17, 2021. And a vibrant 89, the Fort Worth native decided to walk 2.5 miles, symbolizing the time it took before over 250,000 slaves in Galveston were notified they were free. Union General Gordon Granger read a handwritten order that is preserved in the National Archives, telling Black folks they were liberated by President Abraham Lincoln and no longer required to labor without pay. A one-woman army letting her feet do the talking. Her effort to make Juneteenth a national holiday was spread across the country. The Juneteenth observance is the first federal holiday named since MLK Day in 1983. Building on the work she's already done to establish Juneteenth museums in Texas, her new mission is to go big with a national one that will expand attention on the exodus of African Americans out of slavery. Lee is now making moves to raise money for her next big step.
Our museum, which is actually a Juneteenth National Museum in Fort Worth, going to cost about $70 million, and so we're trying to raise some $40 million in Fort Worth before we come to you young folk who don't live there. So I think it's a big undertaking, and I'm so proud that we are going to have it in our city.
How does it feel? You're just up the road from the National Smithsonian Museum, and you're going to have your own museum that's much like that, with an emphasis on Juneteenth and freedom.
Yes, and we can't emphasize freedom so much, and so I tell young people to make themselves a committee of one, because people know when they are on the same page with others. And my thing is, it's our responsibility to change their minds.
Now, as she stood in front of our camera, she was wearing some white sneakers with bling all on them. And sneakers are familiar because she has walked this country for the sake of raising awareness about equality and civil rights. Now, we've had to cut our interview with Dr. Lee short. She stood here sort of shivering in the cold just to get out her message. But it is very important for her to inform the world of the things that she has done to benefit us all.
If people can be taught to hate, they can be taught to love. So it's not up to the government, the city, or the county. It's left up to each of us.
At 96, this year Lee was able to join the first Juneteenth celebration held on the lawn of the White House. She delivered a straightforward message about personal responsibility.
We are the most powerful country in the whole United States, and we must get together and get rid of the disparities, the joblessness and homelessness and health care that some people can get and others can't, and climate change that we are responsible for. And if we don't do something about it, we're all going to hell in a handbasket.
I'm Mona Austin with the Slice News.